Hello everybody, welcome back to Sector 1. We are here tonight for the season finale at Sardegna for the Box of Beauty Community Series. It's been a brilliant season so far. We're 7 rounds in and we're here for the finale. My name is Lenosis and joining me tonight is Captain Muffin, who is your race director. How are we doing tonight, Muffin?
Doing sensational, Lenosis. Hope you're doing well yourself. Good afternoon, good evening to everyone at home watching along. Hope you're all doing very well. And look, in the words of Big Cav, I'm excited. Like, this is a last round of the community series. A track that's got a bit of like a special sort of place in my heart because at least in regards to the Sector 1 landscape, it was Brocky and myself that named most of the corners for this track. So it's something I like very much coming here.
Yeah, it is a good track here at Sardegna, steeped in S1 history. We've had some brilliant on-track moments over the seasons. But we'll just have a look at the track map for this evening now, of course, as we've come acquainted with this season. It's based on, it's our main game track map because I'm lazy. I'm sorry, guys. So it's Sardegna Road Course. We are here at the B layout. And it is a 3.683 kilometer circuit with 13 turns. Now, I'm not too sure on the tyre and fuel rate. Could you please remind me, Muffin, of what the settings are for this evening?
Tonight we are running with 2 times tyre wear and 2 times fuel wear, so nothing too bad for the boys. However, that front, will it be right-hand side tyre, is on a copper beating this race.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we haven't seen too many pit stops this season in the community series. A couple of the races have had maybe a pit stop for bravery. But what's we thinking? Any stops today, Muffin?
I personally think if you don't go for the 1 stop, you're a brave man. If you go for the 2 stop, you're a braver man. So I think the 1 stop is probably going to be the optimum strategy tonight. Try and sort of keep the tyres fresh. I think if you were careful enough and you got clear air, you can make a 1 stop work, but it'd be very dicey in the last few laps.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't think we keep these guys waiting any longer. I think we have 11 in the lobby at the moment.
We certainly do.
Good mix of community drivers and main game drivers here tonight, so there should be some brilliant racing action. And just to remind you, it is a 10-minute qualifying, which you're about to get started with momentarily, followed with a 20-minute race based off qualifying, and then a race number 2, which is reverse grid. Now, if you're new here, the reverse grid races are spectacular to watch. We love every minute of them. And they always throw up some brilliant racing action. So what do you say we jump straight into that 10-minute qualifying of the Box of Beauty Sardegna Community Series round, I should say?
It sounds like a lovely idea, Norris. It's absolutely marvellous. Let's push the big red button and get this qualifying session underway.
Sweet.
Everyone at home, time to sit down, grab your popcorn, grab your beverages, whether it be alcoholic, non-alcoholic. It's okay, I don't discriminate. You do you, as we get ready to go racing here.
Alrighty, let's jump straight in.
Yep. Got a green light at the end of the pit lane. Car's done the rollout now.
As the first few cars are leaving the lane. Who is out on track first? It looks to be Greeny in the CP Motorsports car. And just behind him we have 2 cars inside of each other actually. It's Tombo and I'm not too sure who the other car was, but we have Dale Teeks who, that's not a name I recognise, but I'm pretty sure you've spoken to him a few times, Muffin.
Yeah, look, I think he's a mutual friend in him through Tombo, who's I think also sort of debutant here at the community series, but quote me if I'm wrong. Dale here, it seems like he's got a bit of speed behind him, definitely aiming to ideally beat John 2 times tonight. I think that's the plan for Tombo as well, so I've got a strange feeling that the tyre power car and the BSR car could be ganging up on John, who is driving a switchblade car tonight.
Slapper's mate returns once again for another time this season. He has been here at the community series a lot of times this season. He's got podiums left, right, and centre, and he enjoys his time in this category. Just behind him we have Tombo, who often associated with Wheel to Wheel, but he's decided to come on and try the community series at Sector 1. He's a good friend of ours, Tombo, always jumping on to play some games, and it's good to see him on track. We have Greg's just behind. He's another household name in the community series this season. The Thai driver has joined us for a lot of races this season. Scooter, he joins us on track. He's in the APR Motorsport car, the car with the orange wheels. It's Carbon Boy's car, of course. And he came back to the community series this season, but he's landed a full-time drive, filling in for Dadson Racing halfway through this season. Nice to see him out on track for the final time in the community series of season 9. Now we have Pooper Shooter in the doghouse car. That's maybe we call him the junior plumber, because we've got Mr. Bumcrack and now we have the Pooper Shooter.
I think there should be mortal enemy. Not mortal enemies, but like, you know, if you call one like the plumber and one the other poop shooter, it sounds like they'd be sort of working against each other. But look, I'm not too sure, but I might call them maybe the Polapi shooter, I should say.
the Iron Throne. Or the Porcelain Throne. The Porcelain Throne. That's porcelain. There we go. We're calling him Porcelain.
Porcelain Throne. Done deal. Alright, run with it.
Just behind him we have Water Arrow in the as he pits actually, pulls into the pit lane. He is driving the Kraken Esports car. Just behind him we have Rainbow Socks, who puts in a lap time good enough for 4th at the moment. He is driving the Lightning Motorsport car this evening. Now there's a bit of a story behind this, because Tombo actually wanted the Lightning Motorsport car and he was eager as ever. He wanted the car, and then as soon as it went live he must have got a phone call or something, because Rainbow Socks slid in and he took the Lightning Motorsports car before anybody else could. It was about 30 seconds after and he said, yes please, give me the Lightning Motorsports car, and now it's in his hands. So, as Muffin mentioned earlier, we have John in the Switchblade Sim Sports car, and he's P8, currently about to cross the line to set his first flying lap of the day.
Doing a pretty good issue, put him towards the top, let's see what it does. It goes straight to the top, 19.5.
I reckon this is going to be a pretty good battle this evening, Tombo versus John.
Oh, I'm very keen to see Tombo, John, Dale, Slappers, Rainbow Socks. Like, we've got like a pretty sort of tight stacked grid here. But someone as well we've missed, we haven't actually given any screen time to yet. Currently in P7, ESR Prometheus.
Yeah, absolutely.
Currently driving the Hooncorp car. I think he's been a regular sort of appearer, for lack of a better terminology, in the community series this season. Good to see him back here for the last round, and I'm sure he's looking to put in a good performance. Yeah,
absolutely. If it weren't for internet troubles at the start of the season, Prometheus would have been here for every single race of the season, a lot like Slappers. But unfortunately... Oh, as we see Greg's finding the wall there. Coming through the first complex of turns. We'll just have a look at the replay, see if we can catch what happened there for him. As he heads towards the hairpin, he slams on the brakes, gets it turned in, and maybe just a bit trigger happy on the throttle. Yeah, that's all that's happened, and he spears left into that wall and finds himself in a bit of trouble there.
If you're going to make a mistake, in my opinion, the best time to make it is qualifying, because you know, if you don't get a good lap time in, you know, so be it. You're still on the grid, you're still within touching distance of the leaders, you're still there. So if you're going to get a mistake, get it out now. And something I just saw as well, John improved his time to a 19.1. Come on, John, man. Like, there's probably a community series driver that really wants that car, mate, and you're just like, nope, take it for myself, and I'm going to do the fastest lap time possible.
Yeah, absolutely. He's currently 4th in the Division 1 Championship, John, so he's one of the best in Sector 1 at the moment. And he's showing us right now why he is one of the best. Putting a whopping half a second over Tombo in P2 there. Can Tombo mount a challenge in the BSR 82 car this evening? We'll have to wait and see, as Water Arrow puts himself up into P6 there. in the Kraken Esports number 7 entry.
Well, look, the way it is currently now with the qualifying standings, you got John on his own, half a second to the next car, but then if you go another half a second back, that'll take you from 2nd to 7th. So that's a nice good block of cars there, evenly matched. That should be marvellous to see them on track together.
As John peels into the pits. Just right on board with Dale Teeks at the moment, and as he flies through the last few corners on this Sardegna Road Course B circuit. Very tricky to get right this final corner. You sort of have to get it slowed down and carry as much speed as possible, but if you get it wrong, it goes very wrong very quickly, and you'll find yourself taking an unexpected pit stop.
Yeah, very easy to do without a doubt. As a good lap there from Dale, as I can just see world arrows in the wall just before Muffin Top. Gets the car moving though, doesn't get anyone's way. Very well done. Scooter to second now with a 19.4. The Category 1 main game drivers are here, ready to put on a show for us. John, mate, he's going to have an easy night? No, sir. Competition has arrived. That's Greeny to P3 as well, just saw that there. Was a 19.5. The time's starting to come down now.
This session is absolutely coming alive.
Yep, as they're there. Prometheus also just crossing the line with a 21.3 to go to P9. Well done there, sir.
As Water Arrows in the pits. Now he should have time for one more flying lap, but it's quite a short lap around this Sardegna circuit. So will those tyres be warm enough for one more crack at it? We'll have to wait and see. As we're riding on board with John at the moment, he's on an out lap. He's about to start his final flying lap. We might give the spotlight to somebody else.
Yep, just behind John, we've got Dale about to cross the line to finish his next flying lap. It's going to be close to the top. He does! Oh! 19.4 as well. Don't mind if I do, good sir. Straight to second. So
look at these margins. We have Dale in second, who is two tenths away. Then we have 17 thousandths back to Scooter, 500ths to Tombo, 900ths to Greeny, and then we've got 3 tenths back to Slappers. It's very tight at the top here.
Currently, you got less than a second covering the top 7 here, and I reckon there's a lot of cars here still with a better time to put on the board, so expect the grid to tighten up a bit further, and I reckon that pole time might just crack the 18s.
Yeah, absolutely. Imagine that. Division 3 on Sunday night, pole time was an 18.3, and that was with tuning, so the fact that these guys are lapping within 7 tenths of that is absolutely astounding. Oh, as we see Water Arrow firing into the wall. That's exactly what I was talking about. With that curb on the inside, very easy to get it wrong. As we'll see what happened here is he approached this final corner and he just was offline, a bit of grass, and the rear end just shot out, and he found himself in the pit wall there.
Oh, as he got Greeny's also on the wall, just on the way up to Evie Wonder, but I think that's the wrong name for the corner. I've got a track map here handy, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologise. But the right-hander going up the hill, and that will be his last lap of the session, unfortunately for him.
Oh, just a little bit eager on the throttle and overcorrected and finds himself in the gravel trap and in the wall there.
Very easy to do with this car, like with or without tuning. It's very much like touchy on the throttle. If you absolutely plant your foot, the rear wheels will not grip and you'll spin. You have to more or less imagine you're pushing a nail into your foot, and believe me, you don't want to stamp on that nail. You want to be as slow and methodical as possible to make sure that doesn't hurt as much, I guess, but also keep the car facing forward.
I was riding on board with Tombo now as he flies down the roller coaster into the hairpin now, late as you dare on the brakes, gets it turned in using all the track limits on entry, apex, and on exit. He's down by a 10th, but can he pull something out of this final sector? Let's see with Tombo, bit of a wiggle on top of the hill.
Yep, goes around Muffin Top very nicely there, goes a curb on the inside, maximise the curb on the outside, goes for a bit of an earlier apex. Oh, that's John does a 19.0, okay, rightio,
so
try hard.
Close to the 18th for John. Let's see what it is for Tombo. Oh, he takes third place. Great stuff for Tombo to get himself on the front row, or the second row of the grid, I should say.
That was a sensational lap. Definitely lost a bit of time in that sort of last corner, so there was more to find, but absolutely sensational job there.
As we'll have a look at the qualifying results for the final Boxer Beauty Community Series qualifying of Season 9. Let's have a look. This is how they will be lining up in a moment's time. John starts on pole position, 6 thousandths away from an 18 lap time. Dale will be starting alongside on the front row of the grid. Tombo starting third, and he's joined by Scooter on the second row of the grid. Greeny unable to improve his time after the crash on his final lap, I should say, with Slappers joining him alongside for P6. We have Water Arrow there in 7th with Rainbow Socks in 8th. Final three are Prometheus in 9th, Greg's in 10th, and the Porcelain Throne will be starting in P11. I should be starting P13. He's a bit far back. It's definitely P11. As, yeah, wow, that was a very interesting session. It started off a bit slow. John had a massive advantage over everyone. But then, yeah, it sort of closed up towards the end there. And some very tight margins in the end. As Tombo goes 9 thousandths slower than Dale for P3. So, wow, what a session. What do you think of that, Muffin?
That was absolutely sensational to watch. All the cars there on track definitely pushing the limits. Few crashes from a fair few people there, trying to sort of maximise every bit of track limits and time they could find. And yeah, as you can see, the cream did rise to the top on this occasion with John taking pole, but like from there, second down to 6, really aren't separated by too much, and even 7s can be counted in that little sort of pack as well. But yeah, definitely, like, you know, I'd hate to be the old Porcelain Throne qualifying 13th in 11-car field, but you know, you do you.
Just want to take the time to say hello to everybody in the chat. We've got Robert Rice, we've got Muffin himself, he's in 2 places at once. Levenspiel's in the chat, Debrev, Rainbow Socks, Apex, Jim Bob, and Evolution Sim Racing. Nice to see you all, nice to see all you guys in the chat, I should say. Thanks for coming out for the final Boxer Beauty Community Series event of the season. It's great to see good numbers in the chat on the grid and watching the stream tonight. So we are almost ready to go. I'm pretty sure we're just waiting on one of the drivers is quickly just head over to the porta potties behind the pit lane. We'll just wait for them all to get back into their cars before we go racing. The first 20-minute race, the first of 2 here in the Boxer Beauty Community Series. But yeah, we didn't even know whether this was going to go ahead tonight because PD gave us a bit of a scare. They said that it was going to run till 7 o'clock, so we thought we had enough time, and then they said they were extending it. So if the time came to 7:30 and the servers still weren't up, we weren't going to run it. But good thing it is up and running, and we're all on, and we're ready to go racing here at Sardegna.
Yeah, I'm very excited here. Unfortunately, I was going to make a pun about the old Porcelain being on the throne, but unfortunately it wasn't him who had to go to the toilet. It was one of the boys trying to do their best Greg Murphy impression and do the old 5 minutes in the porta potty, but I said, mate, I've only got 2. So we had to shorten it up there. But right now, by the looks of it, everyone's in the cars. They're all red hot, ready to go. So I say, let's get this first race underway for the Sector 1 Sim Racing Community Series tonight here at Sardegna. And let these boys have some fun.
Yep, can you just give me 10 seconds? Sorry, guys.
I can give you 10 seconds. Would you like me to count down for you? Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to, don't be afraid to chuck some predictions in the chat there. Currently, for me, I personally reckon, you know, if I had to go to top 3, I'd probably go with, I'll have to go John on in first, unfortunately, much as I hate to say it. But I reckon it's going to be Scooter in second and Dale in third. That's my top 3, but I think overall, though, it should be pretty tight across the top 7 cars there. Shouldn't be much separating all of them, but don't be afraid to chuck in your predictions as well, ladies and gentlemen. Now.
Alright, sorry about that. Okay, I'm back.
Lovely. I stalled for 10 seconds, if not more, so hopefully you have plenty of time to do what you had to do, mate.
Yeah, just had to add some dinner ready to go. So we'll get the community series up and running momentarily. Well, I forgot to ask you before, Muffin. What colour have you painted the big button tonight?
Unfortunately, due to the update and me having a bit of limited time, I wasn't able to paint it before qualifying, so it was just red. But while we were in qualifying, I took the opportunity to quickly paint it a very nice fluoro pink.
Oh,
it looks
everyone's loving the pink at the moment.
Honestly, I'm just letting out my feminine side, and it feels really nice.
Yeah.
So, but now that big fluoro pink button is just dying to be pressed, so I say let's get these guys underway.
Yeah, these drivers are getting a bit rowdy.
Yeah, no, I can already see him throwing slurs at each other in the pit lane here. I speculate that a few of the cars here will be bumping into each other on the way to the grid. But it looks as though everyone's made it to the grid all right. No one has died. No one has got damage. Let's hope they can keep it that way for these next 20 minutes of racing.
As all the revs are rising, light sequence begins. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we're racing here at Sardegna Road Course B. Looks like John gets off to a terrific start as our Water Arrows missed the start. It looks like terrible run off the line. But John very defensive as Dale and Tombo are launching a charge into the first turn. Tombo, does he think about it? Oh, I thought he was going to throw it down the inside for a second there. Very sideways on exit. But Tombo sweeps on by, past Dale, and John has a 6/10 lead over the field on this first lap already.
All the cars are still very close together. It's still very much within slipstream range, so John is not out of the woods yet. Tombo is definitely giving him a good chase, bringing the whole field along with him. Dale and Scooter closely following behind. Flatbiz and Greeny also in tow. Prometheus and Rainbow Sox following them too. Water Arrow, after his poor start, is now back up to 9th. Greg's there in P10 with Old Porcelain in P11. Unfortunately, I think he must have went off the corner at T1 there. Copped a little bit of sand, is currently off the back, about 13 seconds off the lead.
That's not gone well. But the front 3, front 4, front 5, you could almost say the front 6, they're all starting to drive off now.
Right, let's go for 7, mate. Front 7. Let's just send it to 7. As you can see here, Tombo is well and truly in slipstream range. John's playing the game. Goes straight to the outside of the track. Tombo's got a penalty. Oh, no.
That has not gone well for Tombo.
And what it's done here is that he's lost a little bit of touch of that slipstream from John. He must have had a little off-track excursion, caught a little bit of grass and lost some straight line speed. So John's going to be licking his lips now, saying, yeah, boy, trying to pull away from these cars behind us, just got a little bit easier. I wonder if Tombo here, does he play a little bit of a team game with his friend Dale, or does he try and fight it? It's going to be interesting to see.
Now, I'm pretty sure these guys are in a party chat together, so I'm sure there'll be some words between all of them at the moment.
Oh, I think there's going to be a fair few. It's Greeny. Oh, Greeny's in the wall. Oh, no.
Oh, that's not gone well for Greedy. And he's going to rejoin the race in 10th position. So we'll catch that on the Liquid Solutions Action Replay. See what happened here. I'd say just a little bit eager on the throttle and rear ends come round, but we'll have to wait and see. Comes down through the roller coaster and runs wide over the gravel. And that was very wide, a lot wider than I anticipated. But yeah, same result. Finds himself fired into the wall. That's not ideal at this stage of the race.
As we got another car off track, Rainbow Sox, a little bit of off-track excursion on the way to the last complex of corners. Managed to save it though, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. But he has lost a little bit of time to Water Arrow in front, and he will have dirty tyres for the next few corners.
Absolutely. Good news is he's got about a second and a half back to Greg's, so he should be able to stay ahead for now and get those tyres back up to temperature. But for now, John leads the way, 1.3 seconds. Tombo, after he serves his penalty, he's dropped to 4th, and he's pressuring Scooter for 3rd at the moment. The APR versus Rocky Sim Racing cars right next to each other on track, as they're the two teams championship rivals at the moment. Can't separate these guys. And you see Slapper's not too far behind in the Datsun car as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Tombo here, with a little bit of a red mist starting to descend, puts on like a little bit of a fight here with Scooter. I reckon these two, if they get really into it, Slapper's going to start licking his lips and just go sweeping around the outside of these two, if they sort of defend too hard on each other.
Absolutely. Into the final few corners on this Sardegna Road Course B circuit. As these guys neck and neck, there's nothing that separates these three. John's taken off at the front. He's almost put that gap out to almost 2 seconds, and he's just setting faster and faster laps. A 19.5 on that last lap. That's a lightning pace for race pace. Then we're already a quarter way through this race.
Well, yeah, time is flying when you're having fun, but someone who's not having fun currently is Greeny, who unfortunately did have another spin. Unfortunately, I missed it, but I did see he copped some rear suspension damage there. Or not, a suspension error, my apologies. So currently now he's 8 seconds off old Porcelain Throne to P10 and 28 seconds off the lead. So I think right now Greeny here might be playing the long-term game, you know, trying to maybe get the pole position for the reverse grid race and try and sort of pull the gap away and get a nice win that way. But we'll wait and see what he does here.
Yeah, absolutely. That's crucial, because if you finish first in this race, you finish last in this race, you start first in next race. But we see Tombo all over the back of Scooter 82 at the moment, and the gap opens up a little. Can't quite get the run, Kenny Tombo.
He had a look. That gap was enticing. Tombo nearly stuck it down the old gap there, but just wasn't enough reward in it to, I guess.
He pulls to the inside.
I'm just going to stop rambling on here, get back to the action here. Tombo goes to the outside of the track here. He's got alongside, but not much. He's going to break very deep here. He does go deep, but can't make it work. Tries to send it, but couldn't be sent.
Brilliant racing from these two. They're going at it, hammer and tong.
And Slappy's here, still well and truly in the game. All Tombo has to do is one very brazen move, and Slapper's going to capitalise massively.
Yeah, all this battling is really keeping Slappers in the battle. It's keeping him relevant in this fight. But what this does mean is that John is absolutely stretching his legs. He's already opened up that gap to 3 seconds over these guys.
Yeah, and I think I saw a comment in the stream there from the Golden Mike himself. Ghost, yes, this is very much the case of a Switchblade car leading for the first time in a very long time.
Oh, Tombo gets the run, but there's no place to overtake there. He's going to try the switchback up the hill. Can he get it done? Not quite. He's going to have to settle in once again, but that compromises his exit, and Slappers is brought back into the fight, still relevant in this battle. Tombo looking to get past Scooter.
We also had in the background there, Water Arrow went off the track for the last corner, didn't spin, but has very, very dirty tyres and lost a fair bit of time there to the cars in front of him.
Let's see the move from Tombo. Pulls to the inside. Can he get it done? Late on the brakes. Oh, they're side by side. Tombo's going to go through. Wow, what a battle from these guys.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why the corner is aptly named Send It.
And now, Scooter, he's in trouble. He needs to watch his mirrors, because now he has Slappers right behind him. He can't be all eyes forward, as he's going to leave himself vulnerable to Tombo ahead. I mean,
what it is doing though, it's giving Dale a nice bit of breathing room here. Currently got 1.5 seconds nearly on Tombo and P3, so he's sort of at this point just trying to chase down John as best he can. With before that gap is opening up, maybe, just maybe, John might be overusing his tyres and Dale could possibly come back at him towards the end of the race, but we'll wait and see. But yeah, the battle for P3, it's going to be one of the best battles on the track currently.
Yeah, absolutely. We're not taking away the camera from this at the moment. I'm looking at the gaps between the cars on the rest of the field, and I think it's safe to say this is the closest we've got on track at the moment.
Let's keep an eye on the field as well. A few cars just going around Muffin Top, carrying too much speed through and going off the outside there. No one's spinning, but just sort of. Oh, that's actually Rainbow Sock spins. Oh, we've lost the Merlin car. Ooh, into the wall. Oh, got a bit too aggressive there on the throttle coming out of the last chicane of corners, so to speak.
Oh, that was a mega overcorrection. He overcorrected on the inside, then overcorrected on the outside, and once you start to get into that sort of rhythm, it just compounds, and then you find yourself in the wall off the back of the pack, unfortunately for Rainbow Sox.
So, Jimmy, good sir, if you're watching, young fella still needs some more coaching. Maybe in between races, might have to give him a little quick guide.
I reckon you give him an ice cream at halfway, eh?
Honestly, look, if that's the case, can I get one too? Actually, that sounds lovely. Nah, just looking at John here. Goes a little bit wide on the exit of Muffin Top. Dips 2 wheels into the grass. God, you can see the front right tyre starting to feel a bit how you're going at this point. Understeering more than what the car normally does. Still got the fast lap of the race there.
Scooter and Slappers are side by side, and Scooter makes a mistake, and Slappers are going to slide on by into 4th place. So that all happened at that final corner there. We'll have a look at Scooter, see what he's done here into the final corner, and runs very deep over the grass, and then Slappers with the better run just slides on by. Bit of a mistake from Scooter 82 there.
Yeah. For your information, going back to the chat here, Mr. Bumcrack, your cracking esports car driven by Water Arrow tonight, currently in P6, mate, very much in no man's land. 8 seconds to the car in front, 5 seconds, my apologies, to the car behind. Currently just doing a good job. Lap times here pretty consistent, mate. He's doing a good job for the team. But he's called, actually, I just realised, you've called him Watermelon in the chat, so I feel like that's his new nickname.
Watermelon.
So CP Watermelon, done deal.
CP Watermelon, that's a brilliant name.
Alright, thank you very much, good sir.
You say that John's tyres have fallen off, but he's gone on lap 6. I mean, he was just getting quicker and quicker every single lap, and now he's starting to fall off. But it was a 19.6, 19.5, 19.4, 19.3, 19.2. He just kept getting quicker and quicker and quicker. A 10th quicker every lap.
These the way these tyres are set up here, they do get quicker and quicker every lap as your fuel tank goes down. The tyres sort of warm up a bit and you get more used to the feel of the car. But then you sort of just hit the peak and then you start going down the cliff. And John has definitely found that point, currently losing time consistently in all sectors, but it's the same with every car in the field nearly. One big outlier I will say, Tombo, who's actually still getting faster as is. Best lap time was on lap 7 with a 19.5, last lap was a 19.6, currently looking for a move on his mate Dale. Dale's must have made a mistake somewhere. A little bit of contact there going into the uphill right-hander, my apologies. Tries to sell a dummy. Uphand right hiller, we'll call that. Tombo here, going around Muffin Top, riding the slipstream here. Touches the apex very nicely. Uses all the curb on the exit. Brakes nice and early. Gets to go around out of the last corner. He's well and truly in that slipstream. Dale's going to have to defend this one. Let's see what he does here. Tombo staying in. Goes to the outside. Can he send it?
Oh, he likes to try that.
Oh!
Huge contact there from Tombo. He's right at the back of him. Maybe a bit of a brake check on the apex there for Dale.
Yeah, no, I think definitely something was sent there. It was a little kiss from the front bumper of the BSR car driven by Tombo to the rear bumper of the Blacklight car driven by Dale. Oh, another tap here, I think. Oh, it's not very close to one.
Playing Morse code on the back of Dale's bumper. Tombo is a very eager beaver trying to get past Dale at the moment.
He's not waiting around. We're currently got about 7 minutes to go of this race here. Oh, Tombo's looking for the outside at the uphand right hiller. Not going to happen there. I've said it once, I'm sticking with it.
Into the meanders now. Let's see what they can do as they fly through Muffin Top.
Oh, Tombo's very much in the grass. Oh, whoa, he spun!
Oh, Tombo put in all the hard work to go from 5th, almost 2nd place, but he's found himself sliding off in the grass. We'll have a look on the Liquid Solutions action replay. See what's happened here. He just ran off the track and then the rear end came round on him, found himself into the wall. That's a disaster for Tombo there at this stage of the race.
Look, I just want to say as well, that gap to lead is coming down, and just at looking at the data I've got available to me, John's tyres are definitely worse than the cars around him.
Absolutely. So is it the front left or front right that's affected?
Yes. That's probably the best answer I can give you. Definitely more front right than anything else. Dale there unfortunately loses a little bit of time in that first sector after gaining it, going through Send It Bent T1. And what it's done here, look, Slappers aka Bradbury now up to P3. Through no fault of his own, it's just managed to inherit positions from other people's mistakes. This is a absolutely just consistent drive from Slappers, and that's all we really need to do here.
Sixth place. So finding himself in third is a very good drive for Slappers. Hoping to add yet another podium to his Community Series haul for this season.
I think he definitely could go for at least one more, I think. Yeah, although Scooter behind him is not messing about, he is finding little increments of time, corner by corner on Slappers. There's still plenty of time here for a move to be made. Scooter's going to have to really put the hammer down and try and sort of close that gap up. And at the same time, Tombo is trying to do the same thing to him. So we could have a nice little three-way fight for the podium at the end of the race here if everyone keeps their noses clean.
With Tombo's pace, he should be able to catch up to these guys, but he's already passed them both once this race. Can he pass them again? Trying to get past Scooter took 4 laps for Tombo, so let's see what he can do towards the end of this race. See if he can get by, if he can even catch up. It's not long left. 4.5 minutes remaining on the clock. Through Stevie Wonder now, down the roller coaster.
Not a lot of time left, and just by looking at the data here, yeah, look, Scooter's made a mistake with those tyres, but he's front right. Look, I've seen corpses in better state than that front right tyre. But look, if he could,
very sideways.
That's fine. A little bit of tyre wind never hurt no one, except for the tyre, but not important. But guaranteed cap now between Slappers and Scooter has not changed really, still 1.5 seconds. Tombo has found about 2/10 this lap so far. Make it 3/10 now as he gets a really good run out of the last corner here. Make it 4/10. Yeah, no, I'd say Scooter here is going to have to go on the defensive now. I think that P3 could be just too far out of reach at this point. Might just conserve P4.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have to see what happens, as there should be 3 more laps left in this race, including this one.
Yeah, I'd say you're about right there, going off my rough mathematics, but I was never the best at maths in school.
You know the rule, don't do math on stream.
Yep, no, don't worry. Yep, absolutely, sounds like a plan to me. But yeah, look, whatever I said before about the tyres finding a cliff, yeah, John's decided to disprove me as he slows down and then speeds back up again, dropping into the 20s and then going back into the 19s. So
a bit of graining on the front tyres, maybe.
yeah, look, it's a real possibility. I haven't got all the information available to me, but just judging by the pace that John is sort of showing, that could very well be the case. Or John maybe is just being spiteful, purposely going slow and then going fast. Maybe he's listening to us in the commentary box, just trying to sort of prove us wrong as much as possible.
I'm not sure if the Gran Turismo 7 tyre model has graining, but would be cool if they did. I think it's a bit primitive.
Yeah, it is definitely a bit primitive, but Gran Turismo is one of those things that it focused more on the, in my opinion, the graphical aspect of it. Everything looks pretty as. It's just some of the realism and some of the aspects you find in, I guess, real racing games and some other sims just were sort of sacrificed. But overall, it's enjoyable what they made. It's sort of nice and balanced where anyone can jump in and have a good time, but there's still that element of learning and skill that needs to be obtained to drive the cars to their maximum potential.
Yeah, absolutely.
As he got here, 1 minute 50 seconds to go. Let's see, is John where he's on track? Yeah, he should get 2 more laps after this one. It's going to be touch and go actually. 1 minute 19 lap. He's probably going to do a 1 minute 20. Let's just call it. He's got to get to the start-finish line in 9 seconds. Yeah, this will be the final lap coming up for John here. One more next time by. As he extended the gap out of Dale out to 5 seconds now. Slap is there.
Running very
Scooter.
wide.
Yeah, the tyre's definitely on the way out for Scooter's car, but it's only got to do one more lap. Tombo, much better tyres in the car, comparatively speaking, currently in the slip, trying to maximise everything he can to catch up to that APR car in front.
He's going to have one more major overtaking opportunity on this track, but there's some huge sweepers, including Stevie Wonder, coming up.
In my opinion, those sweepers are going to be Tombo's best friend with the tyre advantage he's got. If he can sort of force Scooter to overuse the tyre through those sort of longer corners, longer left-handers I should say, he's going to get a little bit of benefit from that.
Oh, we might be able to throw a move down at Caress.
Yep, through the roller coaster.
Close, not close enough though.
It's going to have to be a massive dive bomb from here. I don't think he can make it work though. No, thinks better of it. But gets a really good run.
Oh, he does get a good run. Does he fire it down the inside? No. Maybe hoping to get it done at feed.
Yeah, around muff top for the last time for these guys. Scooter lifting back on the throttle. Keeps on the track. Just looking forward. John crossed the line to finish P1. Lovely job there from John.
As Dale will come home in second, and it looks like Tombo, he's right on the back. It's going to be a drag race down towards the finish line. But oh, Scooter's going to hold on for P4. Tombo there in P5. We have Water Arrow running wide at the final corner, but P6 is his in the Kraken Esports car.
Yeah,
oh,
gets a penalty for his troubles. Just to sort of cap it all off. Prometheus, if I can say that properly. Current home P7 there for Hooncourt. Greeny, after his sort of faults in the start of the race there, comes home P8, which is a good recovery drive from him.
And we have a bit of a ding-dong battle at the end here between P9, 10 and 11. Greg's.
The battle for the anti-podium.
Yeah, the anti-podium. But Greg's is going to hold on to P9. Then we've got the Porcelain Throne coming home in P10 with Rainbow Socks there in P11. And that's all for race number 1.
What a race that was. That was spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't many moves, but the tension was there the whole race, and that's why I think this reverse grid race is going to be spectacular.
I'm looking forward to it. The reverse grid race always puts on a show for us in the commentary box, for those at home, and also for those on the track. Having that sort of mixture of speeds come through the field at the same time, it's sort of, it very much challenges the guys behind to pass cleanly, and also challenges the guys in front to try and make a gap in clear air while they've got it.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's have a look at our race results for race number 1 of the Box of Beauty Community Series. Here is how the reverse order of how they'll be lining up for next race. John takes P1 with the fastest lap, so that's a clean sweep for race number 1 and qualifying. Pole position, race win, and fastest lap. Dale finishes in second place with Slappers joining him on the podium. With Scooter 82 there in 4th place, Tombo in 5th, unable to get Scooter by just a mere 2/10 in the end. Water Arrow comes home in P6. We have Prometheus in 7th, Greeny in 8th, we have Greg's 9th, the Porcelain Throne in 10th, and Rainbow Socks comes home to complete the field for race number 1. And we're going to put it all on its head, and we're going to do it backwards. We're going to do race number 2, reverse grid, coming right up. We're going to head to a quick 5-minute intermission so that Muffin can get the grid all sorted. But yeah, we'll be right back, so don't go anywhere. Don't scratch your eyes. Maybe go grab a drink. I think that would be recommended. But yeah, come back in 5 minutes, and we'll go again for the best part of the Box of Beauty Community Series. Hello, everybody. We are back and we are ready to go for race number 2 of the Sector 1 community series of the last one of Season 9, I should say. So, have you got the grid set there, Muffin?
Time there, big fella, in between the in the intermission, if I can speak. Absolutely marvelous. But yes, no, grid is set, and I think I'm ready if you are to push that big fluoro pink button for one last time this community season.
Yeah, just finishing off this last chicken wing and then we'll be ready to go. But what's your predictions for this race number 2 here, Muffin?
I reckon Captain Sweaty Pants, aka John, is going to come through the field and get the win, unless he gets bullied, like a terminology, by people like your Dales, your Tombos, your Scooters. May just give him a little bit of grief. Water Arrow possibly could also be in that mix as well, but I'm not too sure about that one. I reckon Rainbow Socks here is going to actually have a pretty good race. I think the kid's definitely got speed behind him. He just maybe needs to be a clearer, try and sort of capitalise on it. I think he should be in for like a good result, maybe a top 5 minimum, possibly more. There we go.
I think Greenie's in with a really good shot here because he has the pace and he just got a bit unlucky in race number 1. So I expect Greenie to get close to a win here.
Absolutely true, yes. Now, look, I can't see from here completely, but that chicken wing of yours, it sounds like it's nearly stripped all the way back to the bone. I think we're nearly ready to go racing here.
Yeah, something like that.
Yep, something like that will do. That's a yes in my eyes. So, ladies and gentlemen, for one last time this season for the Community Series, let's push that big fluoro pink button, get these guys underway here at Sardegna B, that's what it is.
B! Here we go.
B for Bravo.
First sprint race. About to get underway. Oh, John's angry at us. Alright, let's get racing.
Look, John is welcome to be angry, but channel that energy into you, John, to drive well on the track.
As the cars are on the grid and waiting.
For 20 minutes more of this season's Community Series, ladies and gentlemen, strap on in. We're in for a cork over race here.
5 lights. And the round of racing here at Sardegna for the final time. Oh!
The commentator's curse.
Rainbow Socks gets off to a terrible start at the start of this one, but Prometheus is under a lot of pressure. Oh my goodness! This is the chaos that the Community Series throws up. They're 5 wide! They're 5 wide!
What on earth?
Oh, no!
Oh, sir!
There's people up everywhere! Oh no! Yeah. It's all gone wrong!
Sand. Prometheus on the wall. God, the reverse grid races never fail to disappoint. They're still going 5 wide. Tombo's in the sand!
Oh no! Oh! I mean, this is so messy. I mean, we couldn't even throw the red flag if we wanted to. This is, so chaotic.
We could throw the red flag, but it was after T1, so I say we continue on. Now, what it has done, though, it's unleashed CP Watermelon into the lead of the race here, coming up to the up-hand right hiller. Nice run through there, Slappers. Your P3 from last week's race following in behind. Greg's and Old Porcelain's run as John goes for a move on the throttle. Gets it done, slam dunk, goes for a 2-for-1 special on Greg's. Makes it happen. John to P3. Look, John, we get it, you want to win, but like just at least make it look entertaining for our end, mate. It's one lap and you've overtaken, what's that? 8 cars?
Yeah.
No, 7. 8, okay. So, look, John, all I'm going to say is, just think about the fans, okay? Think about the fans.
Yeah. As we see Rainbow Socks looking for a move on Greg's, he throws it down the inside so deep! He slides off the track. That was a very ambitious move for Rainbow Socks. And he finds himself in the gravel trap at Send It. Send It he did. That was a very, very brave move. And it just didn't work out for him.
Very unfortunate there, puts him down to P11, but what it has done is sort of, the field here is still very close together. Like we got, what's that, P10, currently 6 seconds off the lead, and every other car in the field is in between that. Nice little battle packs are forming, cars going 2, 3, 4 wide in the corners, which really aren't built for it, and somehow surviving.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see Tombo down the inside of Greg's, we see Dale following him through on the apex now. Dale slides on by. Oh, Greg's is going to lose 4 positions in a corner. Oh no,
Wow.
It's only 3 because lucky for him, Prometheus can't quite get it done. But Prometheus is going to look to the inside and he's going to make it 4 positions in 2 corners. How about that for Greg's? Oh dear, that's...
Prometheus goes into the grass. Make it 3 in 3 corners. Well, we there. Sensational racing from all the guys here. Everything's sort of calmed down now. We're in a bit of a lull as Scooter is looking to go for a move on the old porcelain throne. Goes nice and deep. Round the outside, gets the move done. Porcelain throne tries to fight it, but unfortunately cannot get enough speed to regain the position.
Absolutely. We'll have a look at that one on the replay because we didn't quite catch it live. But he dives down the outside, sweeps around, and that's a brilliant move from Scooter. You'll love to see it.
That's something I want to say as well. If you're not watching it yet, the battle for the leaders on here. Slappers almost went for a move. Oh, he's going for one. Water Arrows went into the grass there just for the roller coaster. Covers off Slappers. And Water Arrow gets a penalty.
And Slappers going to throw it down the inside, maybe. No, holds off. But look who's arrived. John is now in this lead fight.
It's only taken him 3 laps, you know, that's one more than I expected. On you, John. Right now, but Water Arrow here, unfortunately, he's going to lose out to these 2. Will he lose out to Scooter as well in P4? It's going to be touch and go, I reckon. Serves a penalty right on the racing line as well. A bit awkward there for the 2 cars following him in Slappers and John. Both get through just fine. See Watermelon into P3 there, comfortably in P3, no threat from behind from Scooter. Slappers there, doesn't defend. Leaves the door open for John, who doesn't go for it just yet. Thinks better of it.
John may be crazy, but he's not crazy. If you know what I mean.
What's that I was saying from Tropic Thunder? You never go full crazy? Oh, retard. Anyways, Slappers there, still holding onto the lead. John following in closely. Water Arrow, very loose there. Coming up to Stevie Wonder, I believe it's called. Scooter's just found a whole bunch of time, nearly in slipstream range of Water Arrow in P3. We got a nice little nice train forming here. The old porcelain throne being followed closely by Tombo and Greeny. Oh, Tombo's looking for a move. Goes to the outside of the up-hand right hiller. Oh!
Pinch on the apex. Oh, Greeny's gone!
And Greeny's gone.
He's done that how many times tonight, Greeny? Oh, we saw that battle between Tombo and the porcelain throne. And then Greeny in the background, he's just lit up the rears and gone.
Yeah, gets out of the way there of Rainbow Socks, knowing that he's going to be covering... Oh, no point covering him off with the low speed. He's got Dale now. A little bit balked by that. No, Greeny goes wide on the apex there at Muffin Top. Lets Dale through there. Greeny with damage there. Doesn't really have much to fight with. So down in the P10. Yeah, I just realised the last lap from him was a minute 34. I completely missed that. Right, we'll have to go to the old races debrief afterwards and try and catch up on what happened there.
As Tombo's only in 6th at the moment, but he's 10 seconds off the lead at the moment. So that's not going well for Tombo. He's been caught up in a lot of traffic, and John has taken off, and he's currently 3/10 off Slappers. These 2 are going to have an age-old scrap for the race win.
I know, Slappers, I've raced him before in a couple of different leagues here, there and everywhere. I know for a fact that, like, if he feels he's got a shot at winning this race, he's not going to let you past easy.
As the porcelain throne and Tombo still going at it. Tombo looking for a way past, but he's not going to let him go easy.
Tombo there tried to sell the old double dummy. Unfortunately, porcelain throne didn't fall for it. Tombo's got a nice run here, yeah.
Looking left, looking right. The gap doesn't open up.
He's got a nice slipstream though, going down to send it. Porcelain throne, he does defend it. No, it's just middle of the road. Leaves the gap open for Tombo. Oh, it's tight. It is very tight. Gets the move done. Porcelain throne tries to go for a switchback. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, Tombo leaves the space. Oh, here we go. Oh! Oh!
They're still going at it, and Tombo sweeps around the outside. This is brilliant battling. Look at these guys going.
Yeah, just a little bit of a loose moment there for Brian, but goes for the inside here again, does he? Oh!
Thinks about
nearly
it.
makes contact. Oh, that was ambitious there from the old porcelain throne. You love to see it. As John there still can't get past Slappers, and right now Watermelon's got a problem. Not a problem, I should say. He's got a scooter following in behind him very closely now, so we could have 2 podium spots, or I guess technically all 3, changing very quickly here.
We have 4 2-car battle packs on track at the moment. We have no idea where to look. We'll have a look at the lead as they head down to send it. John, he's going to pull to the outside. Slapper says if you want it, you're going to have to go the long way around, mate. It says it's going to be a brave move if you can get it done. Slappers tries to defend it, but John sweeps around the outside. Oh! John, a little bit of oversteer on the exit. Can't quite do much. And Slappers is going to hold the lead. We look down to Scooter and Water Arrow now, changing our focus.
Oh, no, John's got it. John's gone for the move.
Maybe
but Slappers around the outside.
Look at this. Brilliant racing action. Around the outside, John. No! Don't do it. Slappers holds on to it.
I was going to disregard the fact that you moaned on stream, but that's okay. The action's great here on track.
And John looking to the outside at Caress. Oh, a little bit of gravel. John's going to try around the outside. John's just trying around the outside, around the entire track. Oh, Slappers!
Oh, Slappers loses it. Oh, no.
Huge moment. And John slides on by. But I have a feeling that's not the end of this battle.
No, Slappers just needs a good run here through the last corner. I reckon he's gone a bit too wide, caught a bit too much grass. John starts to play the game. Nearly hits the pit wall. Don't mind if you do, sir. I think Slappers is going to have to go for a really late braking move here. You're going to have to send it. No pun intended. Doesn't make it happen. I'm not going to say it's race over just yet, but I think John's definitely got one hand on that old Captain Sweetpants try hard winning everything trophy.
So something's happened to the Porcelain Throne here. He finds himself down in P9. He was battling Tombo moments ago. And I don't see any really slow laps. So what's happened to the Porcelain Throne?
His last lap was a minute 32. I think in my opinion that's pretty slow.
Mine was saying
I could be
minute
wrong.
21. Gran Turismo timing glitches. There we go, it's updated now.
That's alright, it's okay. Yeah, unfortunately I must have a little spin there, which just lost a bit of time. No damage on the car I can see, so he'll continue on from here. Still 1 second behind P8, that is Prometheus currently. Car's still quick, I wouldn't say the race is over for him yet.
As John has stretched his legs, 1.5 second gap back to Slappers, mate.
John here gets a little bit of grass, but I reckon he meant to do that. Doesn't mind getting a bit of grass, John. And he gets a penalty. Oh, he didn't mean for that one, though. Oh.
Why was that so accusatory?
Anyways.
Didn't mean to get that one.
Slappers here now. His eyes are focused on that. He's not seeing dollar signs. He's seen the, I don't know what you call it, but like the equivalent of like, I don't know, the lap, yeah, let's go with that. Done deal. He's got the red mist descending here, knowing that if he can just close that gap to John, he's going to get the lead back of this race. Or if not, have a very good attempt at taking it. And right now, I think
really strong throughout sector of the track. He just gained 3/10 on John.
Wow, Slappers there flying. Someone else is flying as well, and behind them, Scooter McGavin in the APR car. Currently 2.9 off the lead, about to be less than that when John serves his penalty. Let's keep an eye on this here. John will be coming up to the burn zone. It's on the apex of the last corner of this track. Definitely, Slappers here is in a good spot. If you were really close, as John serves that penalty, it sort of throws you off as he slows down in the apex. But being in the gap, he got plenty of time to react. Penalty served. John here speeding back up. The gas coming down. 1 second. Less than 8/10, 7/10. John might just hold it here, actually.
Yeah, he's definitely going to hold that. We'll We'll have a look back down because we have a bit of a battle pack forming for 7th place here between Greg's, Prometheus and the Porcelain Throne. These guys neck and neck on track at the moment.
As we also got another battle on track behind them. The battle of the penalties. Rainbow Sox and Greeny, 10th and 11th, both with a half-second penalty each. Wow, we got very great battle packs around the track here. Oh, Porcelain Throne really wanted to go for a move on Prometheus. Unfortunately, couldn't make it stick though. Prometheus goes a bit wide actually. I wonder if he's actually going to do something. He does!
Yeah, I think Prometheus just locked up there into the first turn. See if we can catch that on the Liquid Solutions action replay. Yeah, a bit of a lock up there. So maybe he's using different ABS mode perhaps.
Very interesting there to see that. Hey, trying something different, I can respect that. What it's done though is put him at the back of this little train here, currently being led by Greg still in the Symmetry Motorsports / Sim Sports car. Going up to the old up-hand right hiller.
As John has kind of stretched his legs here. Out to about a second here over Slappers. Still not safe territory, but safe enough that he can breathe a sigh of relief at this stage of the race. We're almost 3/4 through this race.
What? Wow, that time's flown by. Okay, I wasn't ready for that. Well, yeah, no. So John here, yeah, like I said, he's sort of stretching his legs, getting back into his rhythm. Slappers, he can see that wind just sort of starting to fade away ever so slightly. He's making a good gain out of that little CV under corner there, but it's not going to be enough, I feel, to sort of keep him in the hunt. Unless John gets another penalty or makes a major error, could be race done for the lead. However, Scooter in third, I think he's still gaining a fair bit of time here, so the battle for P2 isn't over yet, ladies and gentlemen. As
we look back down to 7th and 8th, and the Porcelain Throne is trying to stick a move around Greg's 4P7 through Stevie Wonder. Can't quite get it done, but they're going to go down the hill through the roller coaster. He switches to the inside, but it's going to become the outside. Greg's goes defensive. Can he get it done around the outside? The Porcelain Throne's going to get it done. Great move around the outside at Caress.
Very respectful racing there by the two of them. Well done. That's what you love to see.
The up-hand right hiller. That's a pretty good move from the Porcelain Throne. And now Greggs is under pressure from Prometheus. Prometheus, does he throw it down to the final corner? Oh, backs out of that wisely. That was going to end in disaster.
Yeah, that corner there. It's not a well opportunity. You have to be literally alongside before the braking zone to make a move there, stick well.
Yeah, absolutely. So John isn't driving away as comfortably as I would have thought at this stage of the race. Slappers just holding on to P2 there. And Scooter sort of just, he's closed up a touch, but he's sort of just holding that gap around that 1.7 second mark. Now Water Arrow is on an absolute drive this evening, but I have a feeling there's warning bells going off in that Kraken Esports cockpit as Tombo is within touching distance as they come through the two meanders.
Very close there between the two of them, and just judging by previous lap times, right now Tombo is the fastest car out of the two of them. Currently Tombo's lap time last time around was in the 19s, while I think Watermelon, I should say, hasn't been out of the 20s yet.
Yeah, Watermelon. He's under a lot of pressure, 1.2 seconds. There's a couple minutes remaining, there should be 2 more laps.
I think we might be pushing for 3 here, but hey, we'll wait and see. Yeah, I think as well, though, the gap between John and Slappers has closed back up. Now about half a second here. John's made an error somewhere. Hello.
How's the tyre situation between John and Slappers going?
Pretty even currently. Slappers currently a little bit worse than that front right, but I think better everywhere else. So I think through the crucial sort of left-handers here, John's going to have a slight advantage, but it's not going to be much. Gap now, 0.5 of a second here. The gap is coming down. Slipstream engaged. Up, round, through the double left-hander. Around Muffin Top. John there ekes out a little bit of a gap through that corner, gets a nice run. Slappers goes very deep under brakes there. Oh god, if that's not a penalty, I'm not sure what is. That was very wide. But the stewards think it's okay.
Yeah, so interesting enough, he doesn't pick up a penalty for that.
I'd have to say though, with how wide he went, he picked a fair bit of straight line speed from that, so I think that's probably the only penalty he really deserved from that. Scooter as well, currently just sort of sticking around that 1.7 second gap. He's probably hoping that these two in front catch up to each other and start fighting, because that's right now his best shot of him fighting for that win, I reckon.
So Tombo and Watermelon still going at it. There's less than a second between these two. Things are going to get tight towards the end here.
Yep, as we got approximately, it'll be 1 lap to go after this one, I think. John may possibly push for 2, but it's going to be touch and go. Yeah, Tombo, he's doing a great job of catching up to Watermelon. The up-hand right hiller, another famous corner on this track. Watermelon misses the apex by a country mile. Look at that gap come down now, less than 7/10. Back up now. Tombo just couldn't get that first first left-hander right here. But look at it now, down to 4/10.
Yeah,
Tombo's pulled
Watermelon had a massive moment on the exit of Meander 2.
Tombo there, very wide. That's going to compromise his run on this straight here.
He's still gaining
and he gets
on
a penalty.
though. Does he?
The stewards have ruined his day.
So not only does he need to get past Watermelon, he needs to put a second gap on him. Is he going to try around the outside on the final lap? Yes, he is, but it's not quite going to quite open up for him. Water Arrow defending nicely.
Yeah, Watermelon, he's doing a great job of staying solid.
Oh!
Tombo, the double dummy.
Oh, the dummy. But that compromises Watermelon's exit. Can he get him through Stevie Wonder? He's going to try around the outside. No, inside. No, outside. Tombo. He's playing ping pong, trying to figure out a way past.
Reminds me of watching like your sort of Mostert Wing Cup battle at Bathurst 2014. Left, right, everywhere. Can't get a move done. I wonder though, Watermelon, a bit slow through the up-hand right hiller. Tombo gets a good run. Gets to the outside. Not where you want to be. Can you make it work though?
Oh!
No. He's still there. But that penalty's going to hurt him. He hasn't got enough of a gap.
Yeah.
And he's back in behind. Oh, he goes for the move here.
As John finishes first. Slapper's second. We have Scooter third. And he is our two protagonists as they battle their way towards the finish line. And it's going to be Watermelon who finishes fourth. Tombo in fifth. We have Dale who's going to come home in 6th place. Which that's pretty alright because he was down in 10th place at the start of this one.
Definitely a good recovery drive from Dale there. Definitely after he had that moment at the start as well, whatever that may have been.
The
nice
Porcelain Throne is going to come home in P7. Good debut from him.
Greg's behind P8 there. Nice drive from him there. Nice consistent results. Prometheus will come home P9 at the end of it. Lovely job there by the Hooncop driven car driver. Not sure where I was going with that. Greenie will come across the line in P10. I also noticed as well that Rainbow Sox finished there. Must have been lapped by John towards the end.
No, he didn't get lapped. I think the timing just ran out.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, yep.
So, the Box of Beauty Community Series has come to an end for Season 9. But we've got one more thing to do, and that is have a quick look at the final results. So, without further ado, John takes race number 2 with the fastest lap. So that is an absolute clean sweep from John. So pole, fastest lap, race win, fastest lap, race win in both races. That is an absolute clean sweep from John. And P2 is Slappers, who finished 1.6 behind. Scooter 82 wasn't far behind either, completes the podium there. Water Arrow, the first who's a little further back, he manages to hold on from Tombo in P5. Dale there in 6th place. We have Poop Shoot The Porcelain Throne there in 7th place. Greg's will take 8th. We have Prometheus in 9th. Greenie in 10th. And Rainbow Socks comes home in P11, a lap down. But wow, I mean, what a way to to end off the Community Series 4 Season 9, eh, Muffin?
That was absolutely awesome. Definitely. I said to the boys before we start this racing tonight, let's end the season on a bang, and they definitely did give us one of them. If not, it was just an explosion equivalent to that of a nuke. It was that good. I thoroughly enjoyed every second of that.
Yeah, that was some great racing. Now, Jim Bob's asking, did Muffin just drop an F-bomb on TV? I don't remember you saying the F-bomb.
Yeah, I don't recall either. I think that was just before we began the second race, and if I did, I apologise for that, but I don't recall me saying anything like that at any point.
I
We'll go
think
back to
it
the
was
stream
past
though.
9 o'clock.
Look, it would have been very close if not. Like, it's fine. Don't freak out. It's only words. Words can't hurt you.
So,
Now,
who's your driver of the day?
Oh, mate, look, I'm going to agree with I'm having to read through the chat here, and I'm going to have to agree with them, mate. I'm giving it to Flappers. Absolutely sensational job from him there to get a P2 and a P3.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'll agree. Driver of the day slappers for me. Just drove well. We had a bit of a quiet 2 races. I mean, race number 2 was a bit more exciting, but yeah, race number 1 just sort of sat around and the heavens opened up for him. So yeah, he gets my driver of the day in the Datsun car.
Yeah, definitely did a great job there, Flappers. Always does a good job here in the Community Series. One of the quicker drivers we've seen in the Community Series for a fair while, and good to see him do well. Get a couple more podiums out of the collection there. Nice way to end the season for him.
Yeah, absolutely. So special thanks for everybody rocking up tonight and this season in general. The Community Series has been an absolute blast. Loved every minute of watching it. It's always some good fun. It's always hard to get out on a Thursday night, get good numbers in the stream and in the chat, but yeah, we're sitting at some pretty great numbers tonight, and we love to see it. Thanks for coming out, guys. All season long, it's been fun this season, and we hope to see all of our community drivers back out on track next season, whether that be in the Community Series once again or in the main game potentially. So, yeah, thanks for coming out, everyone, and we'll catch you all next season. Anything else to say before we sign things off tonight, Muffin?
I think you covered it pretty well, but everyone, if you're watching here and currently not in the Discord and you want to involved with the racing, please jump on the Discord there, come in, say good day, how you going, how's your father? We're all pretty nice people there for the most part, slightly unhinged, but that's the best kind of people in my opinion. We have a little thread there for the Community Series races, which we'll be posting all the details there for when we start the next season in the near future. But yeah, don't forget as well to like and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Hopefully you all enjoyed this current stream as well as every Community Series race we've had all season. Can we disclose any information for the guys at home in regards to the car for next season these guys will be driving?
In the Community Series, that hasn't been decided yet. But if it's anything like this season, it'll most likely be the same as our main game car, which is the Renault Megane Trophy. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens in that front, but it should be a good time. Should be a lot of fun.
Definitely. No, but everyone at home, thank you once again, everyone, for watching. Thank you very much for stopping on by, checking out Sector 1 Sim Racing. Thank you to everyone behind the scenes who does a lot of hard work to make sure these races go ahead as sensationally as they do. I'm not sure it's a word, but I'm going to make it a word. Lenosis, mate, pleasure as always. Thank you very much for joining me in the commentary box here.
Thanks for coming out on a Thursday night and giving your time to Race Direct tonight, Muffin.
My absolute pleasure, mate. Thank you, everyone.
All right, we'll catch you all on Sunday for the season finale. It is Category 1 here at Sardegna, Division 2 and Division 1. There's a championship on the line, and at the moment, it's in the hands of Goaty. Can he hold on to it? One disconnect and the entire situation could be flipped on its head. So wait and see what happens on Sunday. That's just a couple of days away. And then the week after, we have our Sector 1 Awards, which, in my opinion, is the best night of the year. So Christmas come early. Join us in 2 weeks' time for that. Should be a lot of fun. But yeah, we'll catch you all next time on Sunday. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.